About 5 minutes ago, I had this wave of anxiety come over me. And I was just sitting here in my apartment. And I was watching YouTube, watching a legal video from a provider that I like. And I couldn't concentrate. And so I just decided to go ahead and engage in the 10-minute silent sound reset. And as I've demonstrated in the video that some of you have watched, I just got right into it. I started with the boxed breathing, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding that breath for 4 seconds, exhaling for four, and then holding that emptiness for four, and then repeating that cycle. And I did that for about 3 minutes. And I didn't think about anything else. I just followed that breathing pattern. At the end of about 3 minutes, I'd say I just let my breathing return to normal. And then I noted how I felt. And I did feel a little bit calmer, not a lot, a little. And then I started the Om chant. Just Om, Om, just like that. No special meaning to the word, but I find that sound really resonates inside my head, resonates inside my chest. I like to close my eyes when I do it so that I'm not, getting sensory input from anything else visually anyway. And I did that for about 3 minutes. And I did it while standing up because usually when I have anxiety, I need to stand up rather than sit down. I sometimes do that when I take a walk. But I was just standing here, and I thought after I did the abbreviated version of the silent sound reset, I did feel calmer. And right now, this just happened like 5 minutes ago. And so I just wanted to jump on and kind of give you my reaction because this happens to me, as I've said before. I'm not immune to anxiety. I'm not immune to these waves of anxiety. Through the practice of the 10-minute, the full practice of the 10-minute silent sound reset practice, I have reduced the severity, the duration of my anxiety waves, as I like to call them, because they do come in waves, by about 80%. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I don't have a scientific gauge for measuring that. I just estimate it by my own experience. So I feel a little tired today. And so, when I have an anxiety episode like this, I try to identify the trigger. And that's one of the first things I do with a new client is I spend time with them and we identify the trigger behind their most bothersome symptom of anxiety, whether it's racing thoughts at night or whether it's, like somatic anxiety, social anxiety. And so I think that the trigger for me was, I had surgery on my right thumb, arthritis surgery. Oh, sorry for this grossness. Anyway, I have the bandage off. I had a joint fused on the third finger here. This joint now will not bend. There's a screw in there. I have a certain type of arthritis that requires that. And that was 3 weeks ago. And so my body has been in a healing phase for 3 weeks. And not only that, but my girlfriend was moving this week and into a new house. And even though I could only really use one hand, I've been helping her along with members of her family and just trying to help out where I could, when I could, and however I could. And so I think there's been a lot of stress in my life. And so I think that is like the trigger. And we finished today. And so I'm back home now, and I think that was the trigger that kind of set off this wave of anxiety. That's my guess anyway. It's not an exact science. But What I do know that works, what I do know works for me, is the 10-minute silent sound reset. And if you haven't tried it yet, then I invite you to follow the link in the description and get the free audio that I offer. And all you have to do is comment on this video, reset, or if you're seeing this video on Substack, send me a DM or comment there on Substack, reset, and I will send you a link to the audio. It takes you to my website. You can download the audio. You can download the little PDF guide that comes with it. It's all for free. Nothing to buy. And I think you'll find that it makes a difference. The one thing I will say about the practice is it's called a practice for a reason. I don't call it an instant fix because it's not. As I said, it works because it's a repetition. The secret of the reset is because you use it often. Repetition is the key, not intensity. It's like a toddler learning to walk. They get up the first time and they fall down. And we all were there once. We learned to walk because we always got back up again. And so if you're expecting one thing to cure your anxiety, you're always going to be searching for the next thing. But if you find something that is workable, that you can work with, and it's totally free, and you're willing to put in the practice, then you can greatly reduce your symptoms. And that's my wish for you. So thanks for watching. I just wanted to share with you my experience now that was about 10 minutes ago, because this practice really does work. It works for me, and I know it'll work for you too. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.